Another knot that I want to look at has various names. This is sometimes called a loop knot, or it's called the fisherman's knot. And this is, again, a very, very important knot to learn when you're building Kevlar recovery systems. It's actually very, very easy to use. You just take the cord and you just kind of fold it onto itself. But now we're just going to build the overhand knot. So I take this, make a knot, and that's it. We're done. And this is sometimes called the loop or fisherman's knot. And what's important about this knot is that once you tighten it, it does not slide. So I can pull on this way, I can pull on it this way. It's not going to slide back and forth in any direction. So what's really nice is once you put this into your cord, most of the time you can just leave it there. You don't have to put any glue on it. Now I do, depending on the situation, if I put this knot extremely close to this tail on the end, then it is good to have glue on this so that it doesn't pull through. But you don't have to. Now, in some situations, I have my Kevlar cord in place, and I go, gee, I want to attach something to the cord. And if I have the cord here, I just put this loop into it, and then I can just put another cord under this, and I'm all set. I have my cord. Now, what's interesting about this is that it's easy to pull out. So once you have this knot, even though it doesn't slide, even though it's very, very tight, it's easy to pull out. So if you don't like where you put the knot, just pull it apart. So where do I use this? If you see in my streamers again, I use this at the very end. I put this loop on the end. I tied this as the overhand, as the loop fisherman's knot, but I made sure that the tail was really, really close to the end. And you can slide that knot back and forth a little bit. When I get down to the end, I do put a small drop of CA glue on here, and it wicks in, and then use a paper towel to wipe it a little bit to get some of the excess off. And then it instantly dries. Actually, it dries, but not as much instantly. So I do let this dry usually about 5 to 10 minutes over a heat rack because it wicks in and it gets into the center, and that takes just a little bit longer to dry. But you see, here's the loop fisherman's knot, and here's the slip line knot, and these are very important in constructing a streamer.